I just spent the entire month of November doing a 30-day photo challenge. Every photo that I captured for the 30 days, I tried to make it unique, interesting, and creative. In this video, we're gonna go through some of the images I took. I'll give you some quick info on the ones I like the most, and I'll tell you some of the hurdles that almost ruined everything. Starting on day one, I really wanted the first image to set the tone for how the rest of the month would kind of go. Now, I had an idea to shoot a lamppost at the end of my street, but I wanted it to be something a little more unique. And as I was taking the photo, I noticed the lamppost in the far distance was kind of making a shine right around the hood of my jacket. I decided, hey, what if I took my cell phone and the light that's kind of around my face and I would mold them together to create this effect that looked like I was being absorbed by my phone. So on day two, I really wanted to maintain a similar color aesthetic from day one. A friend of mine, Mark McKinney, he actually shot this image, which was the inspiration for it years ago. So I decided to recapture this image in a vertical format, and I think it came out pretty good. Day number three, the light bulb. So I had the idea to photograph a light bulb, but I wanted to do it while the light bulb was actually burning out. And what you gotta do is you gotta break the back of the light bulb and then turn it on. And as soon as you turn it on, the filament will burn up, and it gives you a short window to capture that. And I got these handful of images, and it took one try. We got it right on the first time. Day four was the Lone Star Rally in Galveston. I knew that I wanted to capture an image down here. So when I was out there, I saw that the two lines running down the center of the street offered me a really good leading line photo, and this one actually did really well on social media, and I've already had tons of people asking for prints. So I've already given away one free print so far, but I'd like to do another one for YouTube. If you would like to win one of these two prints, all you gotta do is make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below, and I will select a winner in 1 week, and I will ship it directly to you for free. So on day number 5, my fiance recommended that I take a photo of the mushrooms growing in my front yard. So I took a look at them, and I decided to get a really low angle and photograph the underneath side of the mushroom, and came out pretty good. Day number 6 is when one of the biggest hurdles started to rear its ugly head, and that is the fact that the time change has made it to where the sun drops at about 5:30 every day. And after I get off my day job, that gives me about 1 hour of sunlight left to capture an image. Well, for the next 2 days, I ended up getting these two shots, which I think came out pretty nice. Day number 8, I had the idea to use an LED light to light paint a little spiral inside of a tunnel, and I came up with this image. I called it Nowhere, and I think it just has a really nice, unique vibe to it. This image is a composite, so there's two photos. One of me creating the spiral effect with a LED light panel, and then the other one is just me posing in there. I merged them together, and this is what we got. Looks pretty good. If you've ever seen the movie Spaceballs, there's a line in there whenever they go past light speed, they call it ludicrous speed. I thought it was hilarious.
Sir, had you better buckle up? Now buckle this. Ludicrous speed. Go!
So I titled this next image from day number 9, Ludicrous Speed, and it is just an homage to Spaceballs, I guess you could say. And I think this image is really fun. It's really easy to do. You set your camera on a tripod, you make a long shutter time. This one I think was about 5 seconds, and yeah, it comes out like this. Skipping ahead to day 11, it was raining, and the rain would not go away. So I decided to go out and grab an umbrella, put my camera on a tripod. My fiance held another umbrella over my camera, and I used an electronic shutter to capture this image. I thought it was pretty fun to do, and yeah, making the most of a bad situation. Day 12, I worked at a rodeo for the day, so I captured this image of a cow. On day 14, I wanted to get a low-key lighting photo, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically where the subject is lit up and everything else in the photo is pretty much pitch black. On day 15, my brother-in-law recommended me a spot to go check out. I went out there and I couldn't find anything that was really striking me as an image that I wanted to capture, but on my way out, I saw this little pathway going through some woods, and I decided to do a long exposure in there because the sun was gone at this point, and I used my phone as kind of like a light trail, and I made this image, which I called Spirit. On day 17, I had made a post to social media and asking if anyone had an idea that they'd like me to try, and one of them recommended some train tracks. So I went out and I got this photo for them. So on day 18, I finally got the image from day 16 that we weren't able to get, and what we did was we froze a rose in a block of ice, and then we took a photo of it. Now, if you want to see how I did this, you can actually watch this short that I have on my channel, and it shows you exactly what we did. On day 19, I worked my night job at the Voodoo Hut nightclub in Kemah, and as I was there, I decided just to capture a couple images, and I got this tiki guy, and I got this picture of a Red Bull. Day 21, I got invited to do a podcast with a local YouTuber, Melvin Maya, in downtown Houston. So as I was there, I decided to walk around Houston. It was cold, it was rainy, but I got these images and I think they came out really, really interesting. On day 22, I went to Clear Lake Shores, which is a neighborhood on the lake nearby, and I got a picture of this pier, which I thought came out really wonderful. But while I was there, I also met this 77-year-old man, and I took a couple portraits for him and I sent them to him, and I thought I would share them with you as well because I think they came out really nice. On day 23, I got a new lens and I wanted to showcase the bokeh and got this image. Day 24 was Thanksgiving and I had an image planned, but it didn't work out, so I ended up getting this picture of my mom's cute little puppy, and this is Buttercup. On day 25, I was driving by this church that I've seen a million times, but I've never stopped to actually photograph it. It has a very interesting look to it, and that day in particular, it happened to be rainy and cloudy and dark, and this image just kind of came out really interesting. On day 26, I had a request to get a photograph of a Ferris wheel, so I obliged, and this is what we got. On day 27, I was starting to feel pretty drained creatively, but I had my daughter help me with a couple images. On day 28, when I was driving home, I had the idea to take a picture of a Reese's peanut butter cup falling into some milk. I don't know where it came into my head, it just did. It is also a composite, but we did it in one take. Milk, whenever it splashes, just has a very interesting look to it, and actually there's a lot of photographers out there who do wedding dresses made strictly of milk. They'll splash their bride with milk, and that is the dress. It's actually really interesting, you should look it up. Day 29, I had the idea to do a burnout picture, and I wanted to have either a truck or a car or some kind of interesting motorcycle do a burnout and we can capture a really interesting angle. Well, my friend Derek has a Hayabusa and he came by and we got tons of really cool photos, but this is the one we used for the daily. Day 30. Now, at this point, I'm like almost completely checked out. I'm exhausted. I have nothing left in my brain, but it's been a huge long ride, and I decided to take a photo that I was originally planning for Thanksgiving, but I did it with just my immediate family, with my fiance, my stepdaughter, and my daughter, and we linked arms together and got this photo just to say thank you for everyone who's been rallying behind me in this challenge. So thanks again for everyone who's been supporting me. You guys are fantastic. I love you so much. Now, if you would be interested in doing something like this, you can take some of the ideas that I've given you in this video. And if that is not enough, there's also tons of other things you can look up online to find some creative ideas. Anyways, I highly recommend you try this challenge out. And if you would like to print any of these images for wall art in your home, check out my website in the link in the description. And I would love for you to hang some of these on your walls. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.